Om Namo Bhagavate Sri Arunachala Ramanaya Om. Om Shanti Shanti. Thank you for everyone who has come to attend online and face to face. Just to let people know who are new or who don't come that regularly, that we do it every third Saturday of the month. Sometimes 3 to 5 p.m. and sometimes 5 to 7 p.m. And this change in timing depends on the season, because it becomes too dark for people to leave if we do 5 to 7. It's winter in Melbourne. So we do 3 to 5. So today is 3 to 5 p.m. Melbourne time. But in summer times we do 5 to 7. So it doesn't matter. We let everyone know through Conscious Circle channel or newsletters. And sometimes we don't do on a third Saturday when we are away. I don't think we are away in near future, but whenever it happens, we let people know that. So this is on a Saturday, couple of hours followed by prasadam food together. But we also meet other times. Those other times are Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sunday. Every Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, face to face. But we don't, don't send newsletters for that. And it's like a local Melbourne Conscious Circle group on which we mention, because that's very organic. Depends when people are available, when they can come, we catch up and we meet. So if you see, Monday mornings we do morning satsang, 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. Tuesdays we meet, usually in evening. Then Wednesdays we do 8:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. satsang online, Melbourne time. Thursdays we again meet, and now we have started doing 5:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. silent meditation together. Then Fridays we don't do online or meet, so one day off. And then Saturday we do morning Hindi satsang, 10:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m., which we used to do in English before. And Saturdays we also meet once in a month, on a third Saturday of the month. And Sunday we meet 8 a.m. or sometimes even, I would say, even start at 5 a.m. and we finish by 10 a.m. And that is face to face. So we are meeting online or face to face 6 days a week. But still, I feel that is less, because this energy of awareness, whatever you call, should be shared 24 hours all the time till the last breath in the body. And amazingly, this is being shared even when the body is dropped. So why this is important, why we need a group satsang or togetherness? Because the reason is that there is some unique quality of this energy. You sit together and you can feel it. Even if you don't sit face to face, even online it can be felt. Even if you are not attending live, you are listening to it, it has its effect. The effect comes from this inner silence. When we hook to the silence within, and then even any word spoken along with that silence has energy of that pure silence. Even the words convey the silence. Bhagavan's purest teaching is only silence. You abide in your silence. There's nothing else to be done, no practice required. You just have to recognize it. When people sit in silence, there are two problems they face. One is at the body level, itchiness in the body, tingling, pain, restlessness. And the moment you decide to sit in silence, the body starts fidgeting. And the second thing happens at mind level, racing of thoughts. When you don't plan to sit in silence, you don't acknowledge that many thoughts. But the moment you decide, you take a sankalpa, an intention to be in silence, weird thoughts comes to our mind. And these two things are definite obstacle. The third thing is sleepiness or drowsiness. And the fourth thing is boredom. Some people say it's so boring when you're sitting in silence. Why don't you keep talking? Talk about some topic, about spirituality. I like it. So this boredom is problem of the mind. When the mind, because silence is actually finishing off your mind. It will get rid of all the tendencies of the mind. Fear, jealousy, anger, greed, lust, craving, aversion. Everything will go away in this fire of silence. And our mind is scared. It wants to be alive and it wants to trouble us. Though it is produced by us, the way the mind works is our own doing. But then it is such a big torment. So we have to face all these obstacles and then come on the other side where there is silence, peace all the time. To explain it further and to understand which silence we are looking for, we pass through 3 stages every day. One is this waking state in which mind is active, body is active, and we get a lot of thoughts. The second is dream state. In dream, again mind is active. We have a body, a dream body, and activities, and all sorts of tendencies of the mind. And the third is deep sleep, in which there is no mind. But then we also are not there to acknowledge that state. But in that state, there is peace. And we get our all energy back to our system in that deep sleep. And when we wake up, we feel so fresh, so alive. The point to note is that when the mind is not there, there is no word and there is no body. In dream, the mind is there is a body and the word. So that state, which is in deep sleep, without mind, without body, without word, and without I thought, if we can bring that state in the waking, then we are really awakened person, awakened being. Whatever you call it, enlightenment, awakening, self-realization. We have mind realization in waking, but we have no self-realization. To recognize self within us, which is always there, we have to find something in us which conveys us that it is there and it is this. All the sages, all the enlightened beings who have found the truth will tell you that this is uninvolved. I thought looks always involved in activities and doing and doership. Karta bhav. Also enjoyership, bhokta bhav. So this can't be that reality, that real I. The second, we know that that real I is changeless. Mind is always changing. Body is always changing. From birth to death, it is changing every second. So this can't be that real I. And then another important thing to know is, real I is eternal, unborn. Do I feel that my I is unborn, eternal? If we think I'm going to die, that means those changing things I am thinking as me, I. That means I am in ignorance or I am in delusion. And this ignorance is the darkness of the soul, that we don't know the truth. So all our life will live as I am the body-mind complex, and this world is separate from me, and I have to survive whatever the world brings to me, as if I am separate and the world is separate to me. And that gives rise to a lot of stress, agony, and all sorts of variables which our mind carry. That is suffering. Every human being born on earth who has not known the truth is in suffering. You can say the suffering is different in every individual, but there is suffering. Some people appear to be suffering more than others, and everyone's cause of suffering can appear to be different. But if you go to the bottom of truth, the only cause of suffering is mind-body identity. Thinking I am this body-mind complex and not knowing our true identity, which is impersonal, pure awareness. So the whole sadhana, whole spiritual journey is to find that real I within me. Whatever brings me to that, once I realize that, it could be a spasmodic realization, maybe momentary, maybe few seconds, maybe few days, that I have to stabilize in it. And once I stabilize in it, there's nothing else to be done. So all the help which we gather from our teacher, our Guru, Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi, is his teachings about how to establish yourself in that. And if you are a devotee, let's say people say I'm Bhagavan's devotee, I'm 3-generation devotee, 4th-generation devotee. Saying that makes no sense unless you practice. You do what he told us to do. And his teaching, if you see, in 2 words is Chummayeru, keep quiet. So this keep quiet you can think of as noble silence. Today we all decide not to talk. But the mind is kept talking within us. He is pointing to that mind talk which goes within us. If that stops, then we attain what we have to attain. Even the neuroscience have found that there is this circuit called as default mode network or ego circuit. It's a self-referential circuit in the brain. And we keep brooding intrusive thoughts, keep thinking about this thing, that thing. We also don't know why these thoughts are coming, but we think there is no escape. we have to entertain these thoughts. We all appear like a mad person. If thoughts are nicer, pleasant, we feel nice, and when they are bad, then we feel depressed. And there is no external stimuli, no person creating any problem. Our own thoughts makes us happy and unhappy. In my understanding, Bhagavan's teachings are only two. First is recognize the inner silence and be with that. That's all. So many people came to Bhagavan before he left his body in 1950. They came, they sat, and they got it and they left. No words were spoken. They attained that silence just sitting in his presence. Some of them never even came to him. They just saw his picture or they just heard his talks. They read any book and they attained silence. I would say they were the ones who were really mature seekers. They listened to it, they contemplated, and they got it. Then the second category of seekers who came to him and who are still coming to him could not get to that silence that quick. For them, he found a technique called as self-inquiry. We need to understand what this self-inquiry means. Inquiring about the self within us. So let's say we are all sitting and we decide to do self-inquiry right now. So let's sit together, be alert, attentive, keep your attention on awareness. Awareness is our capacity to observe, to see things, to be witness to them. Not getting involved with what is happening outside. So the best would be to close your eyes. At least one sense organ is not in use. There might still be sounds around us. Let them be. Be unconcerned about them. There will be sensations to the body. Let them be. There might be uneasiness in the body. Let it be. Keep your attention on inner silence. Even if you don't know what is inner silence, you just keep your attention inward. Try not to move your body. Keep your eyes closed. No need to regulate your breath. Let it be. In this silence, if you get swayed away in a thought, ask yourself, to whom these thoughts are coming? And the obvious answer would be to me. Then put another thought in form of question. Who am I? If this question is asked with all your sincerity and devotion, in all honesty, this will immediately take you to the inner silence, that silent awareness. And the thought will not be there. Next time when a thought arises, you don't have to ask, who am I? But it will immediately take you to that real I, which is silent awareness, and the thought will disappear. With constant attentiveness, alertness, we will get in the habit of keeping our attention on inner silent awareness. Occasional thought will still arise, but it will have no effect on us. And this is gauged by that you stay in this inner silence in spite of a thought. You're grounded in this inner silence in spite of whatever happening around. And this substrata on which this whole drama is unfolding will be seen as a play, and you will notice yourself as uninvolved, only watching this play. With this understanding, let all of us be in our inner silence. For next 30 minutes. Saroja, you can play the bell or sounding ball after 30 minutes when the time finishes. Anyone has any question about the practice? Do you have any question? If there is no question, that is actually a very good thing, because there is nothing. Question is also a thought. There are thousands of practices to know truth. This Bhagavan's method, we call it a direct path, because we don't take any intermediaries, support systems. In other methods, you take help of breath, sensations, some name, some form, some prayer. Here we pay attention to what we are, and then we deal with whatever obstacles come as they come, or they might not come. And this way, slowly, gradually, with grace of Bhagavan, we get firmly, fully, eternally established in the inner silence. This happens not just when we sit in silence for half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hours, but that continues even when you talk to someone, when you deal with people. Because this awareness, silent awareness, never leaves us. It can never leave. We are that. Mind can leave, mind can come and go, mind can get restless. But our true nature is this inner silence. Mind is a superimposition on it. These thoughts, feelings, emotions, sensations. Once you have found this truth within, even God cannot take it away from you. No person of this world can take it away from you. No situation can take it away from you. It is not lost and found. It comes and goes. I know sometimes people talk like this. I've lost my peace, and they are actually talking for their mind, not for the self. Self, once you know, you cannot even leave it in dream, deep sleep and waking, because it is satat, it is constant, it is a continuous flow, unending flow. Because here we are not taking any external help from any transient thing. You don't have to ultimately come to it. As Bhagavan used to say, with all other practices, at the end you have to find the self. Whatever those practices give you, peace or some anubhuti, some experience, siddhis, mystical powers. But at the end, you have to know the self. People used to come to Bhagavan to ask about, I am doing this, I am doing that, and they have a strong opinion about their method. Bhagavan says, yeah, you do it what you want to do. But when the person leaves, then Bhagavan used to say that ultimately he has to come here only. Because at the end you have to realize the truth, self. And Bhagavan used to say it is ati sulbham, very easy. Though it is not a practice, but it appears like a practice. All that energy, all that intention to do it, all is that grace, kripa. One should always remember that I am not doing, I am not the doer. Whatever is happening through this mind body to attain silence is Guru Kripa Kevalam. It is only the Kripa of Guru. When we believe like this, it also helps to melt away our ego. Otherwise, somewhere when the ego resurfaces, it can say, I did it, I've done it, I did with my practice. And that is a very dangerous situation. Because now, who would wipe off this dirty ego? Whatever so-called achievements in the practice you attain, put all in the feet of the Guru. It is all because of you. It's not my effort. There is no I, there is no my. So how can it be a personal effort? In this way, that manifestation of that Brahman, that self, takes over everything. It does not just take over during our meditative practice. It takes away all the time in all the activities with people. at work, at home. You become a butterfly from a caterpillar. From a person, you change into pure presence. And from that mortal person, you become immortal self. It's a slow process, but there is a lot of grace of Bhagavan on all of us. Whoever has come to this path by accident or by just testing different paths, I would say it's only grace which can keep you here, nothing else. Nobody can force you to be in it. But somehow, if you stay on this path, so-called direct path, the results are guaranteed and 100%, and in this life. This, what people call it, self or Paramatman or Brahman, it is indescribable. Nobody can describe it. You can't pinpoint it. The moment you start describing, you lose it. Nobody can describe it. But yes, you can be that. You can abide in that all the time. I have to give you one piece of advice which really helped me and other sadhaks, which is whenever a problem comes during sadhana, always go back to Bhagavan, how he sorted it out, how he acted on in this situation. And for that, it is a good idea to read his life story and how he responded, because that will give you a lot of strength how he did it. If you see, as a 16 years old boy, he got self-realized, left his home, came to Arunachala, stayed in the temple, took away his clothes, didn't think about eating or drinking or anything, went into that Patal Lingam, underground part of the temple, which a lot of us have seen. And at that time, it was in a dilapidated condition. It was all, nobody was going into it. But he wanted this body to be safe in a sense, because these kids were throwing stones on him because they were thinking his age person is sitting like this. So just to avoid external disturbance, he went in. And he stayed there for I don't know how many days. His body was eaten away by the insect, bugs, whatever. And then Sheshadri Swami and others found him. They took him out from there. So whenever there is pain in the body and itchiness and tingling in the finger, and you want to go to the toilet, and as soon as you sit, all these things comes. Always remember Bhagavan. If he could stay for few days, you can at least stay for 30 minutes, an hour. How much pain would happen, tell me, if you sit and you do in the contemplation? Bear that pain for that long. And I'll tell you, the results will be unimaginable. If you take Bhagavan as your ideal, and he will let it happen. As Bhagavan puts down that all other methods keeps the mind intact, though it subsides for a while with breath techniques and all. But by this technique of abiding in silence, the fire of silence finishes it off. Mano nasha. No I, no my, no mine. That is Advait. That is non-duality. That is oneness. And it is not that you read a book or Upanishad and then you speak that language. No, you yourself know that all is one. Everything is on that substrata, including this body, including everybody. Only difference can be some people know it, some don't know it. Some are trying to know it and some don't want to know it now. But that doesn't make any difference in all of us. We all have the same pure awareness, same self. Not just human beings, all insects, all bugs, plants, living, non-living, everything. It is omnipresent, omniscient, omnipotent. Things exist at different places, but that exists everywhere. Nothing is devoid of all. Things changes. Some things appear and then they disappear and then they take another form and new form comes. That makes no difference to that. That stays the same. When we get firmly established in that, then there is some attention of so-called mind body is always there. It never leaves. Even in the midst of any argument, in someone is causing any, saying something bad to you, or whatever happens, that never leaves. That cannot leave because that is what we all are. So effort becomes effortless and the practice is no more needed. When Bhagavan came to Arunachala, he was not practicing anything. He was just abiding in the self and went so deep in the self that he could not speak for years. And then when he started speaking, then it took a while. He used to write it down, things. He didn't do any tapas, any practice. It was just that. So when we practice, then all this discomfort and all this happens. But more that self manifests in us, it is its nature that no discomfort of the body, mind is felt at all. It takes over everything. And it is so blissful that you keep going into it again and again. Even when during Bhagavan times when he was with people and then there was a bell for lunch or something, or there was no bell maybe, but there was a timing to go, and then he's deep in his own trance. And then I heard that they have to play that conch shell, shank in his ear to get him. So everyone is hungry, they all have to eat and they can't go without him. Understand how deep and profound this inner silence is. It's eat away our ego. It eats away all the thoughts, all our ambitions, all our intentions. Yet, big works can be done through that body-mind complex which appears to be still there. Though that in which it manifests knows that nothing is left, but to others it might appear. And it appears and it's doing things. Because the thing is that it is all done by that. It is the ego which starts taking credit or discredit that I am doing, or I have done wrong, or I have done right. The best is to follow Bhagavan's teaching that everything is already written in stone. Because of prarabdha karma, this life has been written. Even someone asked, even to an extent that I lift my hand, is it being written in that? He said, yes. Whether it is true or not, don't worry about that. But understand, if you believe in this, then a lot of your doership will dissolve. And this will help you to attain self. So follow Bhagavan word by word in your practice, in your actions, in your day-to-day activities. And you will find Bhagavan in your heart, the same Arunachala Ramana in your heart, in everyone's heart. We are so fortunate to be in company, face to face, so many people in Melbourne together. And I would like everyone to invite all of you to come here every day at this place. Our friend Shreyasji has given this place only for this purpose. And we are getting another place, 164 Foster Street, Dandenong. We bought the land, the drawings are done. We have Tufan with us, our beautiful architect, renowned architect of Melbourne, who has taken it on a very personal, spiritual level, this whole task. And I haven't seen any problem in moving towards construction of this, which we call Ramana Arunachala Mandiram. It's going so smooth. So we got the planning permit. Now we are getting structural drawings, and the work is going on very smoothly with help of all our friends, devotees, seekers. And in this place, we are getting a big meditation hall, a small meditation hall, a commercial kitchen, dining hall, and residence for around 30 people to stay there with en-suites. And I will assure you that our intention is that we will not charge a single penny to anyone who stays there, who comes and goes and stays for how long or whatever. For any reason, we will not charge any money. It will work through dana, from donations, whatever comes with Bhagavan's grace. And there is no other purpose of this place except to follow Bhagavan's teachings and practice word by word. Open to everyone, anyone. And it is not religious, it is not about Hinduism or about India or anything like that, or promoting a god, or there is nothing like that. It is for everyone. As we all know, our sufferings are same, and we all want to get rid of this suffering, and we all want to establish in the self. As you all might know, that we are going to Ramana Ashram for 7 days, and we all stay there. They don't charge any money from us. We stay free. They give us very nice food. We do meditation and we come back. You can donate. They don't ask for donation. They have never asked for donation to anyone. I remember one of devotees who used to go, a senior lady who passed away last year, Asha ji. She used to collect money from everyone, all the devotees, that whatever you want to give it and then pool it and then give it to Ramana Ashram. And I was told by the Ramana Ashram, please don't do it. If someone gives, don't worry if they can give it directly. And that's such a good thing. We are following Bhagavan. We have to follow exactly the same. We can't charge anyone anything. Whether it goes or whatever, if it is on a small level, it will stay on a very small, basic level. You need shelter, you need food, and a lot of silence and practice. That's what is happening. We got our flyers today. Can you just show? I can just show to people. 2 types of flyers. I don't think, Shiraji, you have even seen it.
Yes, sir.
But it came out nicely. Just one, just to show on the. I know you can give it to people if you want to give this one. So we got these flyers done. There are 2 types of flyers. One is like a folding flyer with all the information on it. And the other flyer is A4 size flyer, both front and back, which has a Arunachala outline sketch, which is done by Bhagavan on the top, on both pages. And the picture of what our Tufan architect has given, so that picture has come beautifully, and all the information about it. So we received these today itself. So thank you, everyone. Thank you. Anyone wants to say anything? Saroja, do you want to say something? Say something about whatever you feel. Or anyone can speak up. I'm not sure how many people know Saroja, but Saroja is such a pure soul who does everything from her heart for everyone. Even if you ask her not to get involved, she will get involved. She helps everyone.
Om Namo Bhagavate Sri Arunachala Ramana Arunachala Mandiram, Ram, that's the center for self-enquiry. It's a meditation center where you can sit in silence. The main thing we do is to be in silence. So it will be a very beautiful place for all of us to come together to sit in silence any time of the day, any time. And this brochure, this flyer explains everything. And it does says that this will be the first Ramana Maharshi Center for Self-Enquiry in Australia. So what I'm saying is be part of it. Be part of the center. Be part of this ashram. It's like a family. No one is high or no one is low or what. We're all in that same one energy where we all are together.
Shreyasji, I would like Shreyasji to say something. This is a place where we meet he has given this beautiful place for us to use for this purpose, and his untiring efforts all the time. Even now, all these flyers and all, I don't want to tell you all the stories, but how he was busy. Last night he called me, and then flyers were lost somewhere. Then we lost and found. It was found, and then he has put all his efforts. So I would say we should all thank him from our heart.
I could join the meditation session only for last few minutes. When I was listening to what Dr. Sanjay was speaking, and he was telling us about Bhagavan. And Bhagavan once reached a state where it was very difficult for him to speak. He was so much deep within. Took a lot of effort for him to speak. Started writing. What I've understood so far about Bhagavan's teaching is losing yourself, lose your ego. There is no I remaining. Then we all are one. That's something which is required at the spirit level. But to get to that point, we still have our body, mind, and soul together. We use our mind, we do our day-to-day things. We do meditation. We need a place which is dedicated for that. We need like-minded people coming there freely. And that was Dr. Sanjay's initiative. Everything that is happening not because any one of us is simply happening because that's how it is destined. This place was received, we got it. All these things, activities started happening. I'm not the one who's doing it. Dr. Sanjay found accidentally a space in Dandenong. He bought it. And now it's taking shape. This photo you can see. And it's taking its time, but it's all happening. It'll happen. Can we be part of that? That is what the question is today. And that's all the effort that we're doing. Any house which is built requires efforts, bricks. So in this we're talking about bricks in terms, monetary terms. Even a fraction of brick is important in any building. It doesn't matter. So I come from middle north part of India where you speak Hindi. Few of you will probably understand Hindi. And I once wrote 4 lines which I will speak in front of you. पाने से अच्छा है खोना. And then I'll translate it for you. पाने से अच्छा है खोना, असली वही टंच का सोना. जितना बांट सको तुम बांटो, कहो प्यार से लो ना लो ना. What it means is, it is good to lose rather to gain. That's the real gold. Whatever you can distribute, please do it with lots of love. Love is important. And I have seen that those who are in the giving mode, that's what we put a board here: give, love, give, and forgive. Those who come in the giving mode, the kind of pleasure that they get is immense. Love, give, forgive unconditionally. Coming to what we're doing, and this brochure will tell you all those, but what we have started, we conceptualize that let's get brick by brick, freely, whoever wants to give whenever. Initially, we want 100 bricks. We have defined a brick. $100 per month for 36 months is one brick. Because initial support and then gradually funds will start coming. So brick donation and big donation. Big donors have got big money, they will give in one go. They will come, God will send, Bhagavan will send. But initially to sustain, we need some bricks, 100 bricks, $100 each for 36 months. We have got already 14 bricks, plus a big donation from Dr. Sanjay himself. This is our occasion, if we want to give some brick. Of course, this is tax deductible and all that. So $100 per month for 36 months. And if we have 100 bricks, that means we will have $10,000 every month, which will sustain our project initially. And then, of course, all of us will do efforts. And whoever is giving, donors will come. But it should happen effortlessly. And as I said, we are not doing it. This will happen because it's destined. Somebody will send someone and this is going to happen. But we can be part of it. So Dr. Sanjay and me were discussing, and I said we have to speak something. Actually, we don't need to speak anything. Everyone knows what. Then I was thinking, what am I going to speak? And I thought I'll speak my heart out. Please give. And see the pleasure inside. That's what I have to say. Bhagavan will do it.
Meera, you want to say something? Okay. Go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Sanjay. I wanted to thank all of you because it's such a beautiful work, and I'm so touched about everything you say, and I know it's the pure truth, and I feel so grateful. I wanted to say that this is the biggest thing ever. It's no thing, and I don't know. There is nothing more important than that. And I feel so grateful about all of you that are working for that. And I would like to be a part of that. I'm very far from Melbourne, but here in my heart, I'm with you. And if ever I can do something and help, I would be there. And I wanted to ask if it is possible that also you can send this flyer by email or something that we can also see it.
Sure. Yeah, we will do it. We will send it. I'll ask Ashwin to send it to all of you. Yeah, definitely. So
And
nice
maybe one day I can join you there. I don't know.
One day we all will be sitting there together and having a retreat together. And
Yes.
yeah, definitely. That's the whole purpose of it, you know. Yeah.
Yes. So beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Anyone else wants to say something? So I will introduce you to our renowned architect, Mr. Tufan Togiani. He is an amazing person. Apart from an architect, he is
Thank you.
has a heart of gold.
Thank you so much. I suppose I can say a couple of words about the journey that we've had from the time that we started discussing the potential of a project such as this that Sanjay was talking about. And I think, like anyone else that's a part of this journey, we're just passengers on this train that keeps going, and everybody kind of hops on. And I don't believe that anyone feels like they're the driver of the train or setting the direction to where this is headed. I think everybody just takes part, and it was probably one of the most challenging things I've done in designing the center, because at the same time as having to provide direction for the architecture of this place, you also want to be absent and not the driver or the director of it. And so it's kind of, you kind of let it go and stand by it and along with it and support it to grow itself. And I certainly hope that we do our parts with just pure energy and nothing else, and no other intention but to create a space that is just focused on love and nothing else. And I keep imagining the spaces, and the most important thing for me is that anybody from any background, any culture, any religion comes here and feels that we are all the same. And we genuinely feel that in every corner of this space. And I don't think there's anything more beautiful than having that unity and love that's communal to everyone. And thank you, Sanjay, for allowing me to be part of it.
Thank you. Are you going to some music?
I don't have it.
You don't have any? Yeah, get it. Now we will do some celebration. So he is a very renowned architect of Melbourne, builds those multi-million-dollar houses, but he's an accomplished musician of international repute. And that's why I want him to play something for us.
He always catches me out. I want to come and sit by his side, and I end up getting the seat at the front. I don't know why, but
Enjoy.
Sorry, I'll just quickly explain that this isn't, this drum is a drum that I learned in Sufi gatherings of Iran and Kurdistan. And this isn't, as much as this is an instrument, it's not, in that it doesn't create music in the known sense. It is mostly used for meditation and trance when the Kurdish Sufis get together. And as it was introduced to classical and folk Persian music. But my sole purpose of it is to isolate myself from everything that's irrelevant in life and just focus on energy. So please don't consider this as a performance. This is something that I keep getting handed to, and I have to do something with it. So apologies if it's a bit of banging in your ears.
So, sometimes I've realized when someone is playing on Zoom, the sound doesn't come properly. Maybe you give a slight
That's
music
probably
too?
a good thing for them.
No, but I sometimes it does not. Just play a little bit. So can you hear this? Huh? Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah.
Om Namo Bhagavate Sri Arunachala Ramanaya. Tarunarunamani Kiranavali Nigar Tarumakcharamana Magil Malai தேருநாடிய திரு அடியார் பெருமரல் தெளிய பரவுதல் பொருளாக கருணாகர முனி ரமணாரியனுவ கையினான் சொல்லியது கதியாக அருணாச்சலம் என்ன அகமேயறிவோடு ஆழ்வார் சிவனுள்ள ஆழ்வாரே. அருணாச்சல வரற்கேற்ற அக்ஷர மணமாலை சாற்ற கருணாகர கணபதியே கரமருளி காப்பாயே. அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சலா அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சலா. அருணாச்சலம் என்ன அகமே நினைப்பவர் அகத்தின் வேறுபாய் அருணாச்சலா. அழகு சுந்தரம் போல் அகமும் நீயுமொற்று அபிநமாயிருப்போம் அருணாச்சலா. அகம் புகுந்தேதுன் அககுகை சீரையாய் அமர்வித்ததின் கொள் அருணாச்சலா. ஆறு என்னை ஆண்டனை அகற்றிடும் அகிலம் அழித்திடும் அருணாச்சலா. இப்பழித்த புனை ஏனினை சித்தாய் இனி யார் விடுவார் அருணாச்சலா. இன்றிடும் அன்னை பெரிதருள் புரிவோய் இதுவோ உனதருள் அருணாச்சலா. உன்னையே மாற்றி ஓடா உள்ளத்தின் மேல் உறுதியாய் இருப்பாய் அருணாச்சலா. உள்ளம் விடா துணை கண்டடங்கிட உன்னழகை கார் அருணாச்சலா. என்னை அழித்தி போனை கலவாவிடில் இதுவோ ஆண்மை அருணாச்சலா. ஏன் இந்த உறக்கம் என்னை பிறர் இழுக்க இது உனக்கழகோ அருணாச்சலா. ஐம்புல கல்வர் அகத்தினில் புகும்போது அகத்தில் நீ இல்லையோ அருணாச்சலா. ஒருவன் நாம் உன்னை ஒலித்தவர் தருவார் இது அருணாச்சலா. அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சலா. அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சலா. ஓங்கார பொருள் புயலோய் நயாரிவார் அருணாச்சலா. பூவை போல் எனக்குன் அருளை தந்தனை ஆளுவர் கடன் அருணாச்சலா. கண்ணுக்கு கண்ணாய் நின்றி காண் உன்னை காணுவர் பார் அருணாச்சலா. ஆகம் இரும்பு போல் அவர் தென்னை விடாமல் கலந்தென்னோ இருப்பாய் அருணாச்சலா. ஒரு ஆகிய ரூபை கடலே ரூபை கூர்ந்தருளுவாய் அருணாச்சலா மேல் இளரொளி மணியன் கீழ்மையை செய் அருணாச்சலா முற்றமுற்றரு தென்னை நமாய் பணித்தால் உருவாயுளிர் அருணாச்சலா பூர்வாட்சிய கொடுமையில் படாத ஊர்தென்னை சேர்ந்தருள் அருணாச்சலா இங்கியும் அங்கியாய் கொஞ்சமும் இறங்கிலை அஞ்சலின் அருணாச்சலா ஏலாலிக்கும் முன் கேடில் புகழை கேடு செய்யாதருள் அருணாச்சலா நீ உன் ஈரசம் வெறி லவருள் அருணாச்சலா முடியே அடியறை உள்ளுனை கட்டி வாழ்வேன் அருணாச்சலா அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சலா அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சலா கோபமில் குணத்தோய் குறியாய் என்னை கொல்ல உரையென் செய்தேன் அருணாச்சலா கூட்டமர் போற்றும் கருணை மாலையே அடைக்கணித்தால் வாய் அருணாச்சலா சகலம் எழுங்கும் அதிரொலி நம்மென்ன அலசமலத்தே அருணாச்சலா சாபானை சார்ந்துணவாயான் சாந்தமாய் கோவன் அருணாச்சலா தன் குளிர கதிர் தம்பை முதவாய் தீர அருண்மதி அருணாச்சலா ஈரையடித்து நிர்வாணமாய் செய்தருள் ஈரையடித்தருள் அருணாச்சலா கடல் உணர்ந்த உம்மா பொருந்திடம் அருணாச்சலா சூது செய்னை சோதியாகினி அருணாச்சலா படி பித்தை கட்படி மயக்குவிட்டுருபடு செய்வார் அருணாச்சலா ஏராய் நின்மை ஈராய் உருகி கண்ணீராய் அழிவேன் அருணாச்சலா கையென அல்லேன் ஈவினை சுடுமல்லால் உய்வதை ஏதுரை அருணாச்சலா லாது இனி சொல்லரசில் சும்மா இருந்தாய் அருணாச்சலா அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சலா அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சலா சோம்பியாய் சும்மா சுகமுன்னுறங்கிடில் சொல்வேன் சதி அருணாச்சலா சூரியங்காட்டினை அழுக்கற்ற சிந்தை அழியா இருந்தாய் அருணாச்சலா பலியிட்டேடா ஆடின் உறுதியால் ஆடினின் உருவே அருணாச்சலா ஞானம் இல்லாதுன் ஆசையால் வளர்வர் ஆனந்தே தருள் அருணாச்சலா மீறி பொன்னியும் வளர்நிலை ஒன்றே நேர்நின்னையின் அருணாச்சலா தத்துவம் தெரியா அதனை ஊற்றாய் தத்துவம் இது என் அருணாச்சலா தானே தானே தத்துவம் இதனை தானே காட்டுவாய் அருணாச்சலா விரும்பிய சிந்தனை நமகத்தான் தெரியும் என்னை என் அருணாச்சலா விரும்பிய சிந்தனை நம் அகத்தான் அருணாச்சலா பரிசில்லா பிறப்பின் பயன் ஒப்பிடமாயே அருணாச்சலா ஓய் மனமொழியர் ஓயும் முன்னியதும் ஓயவே அருள்கின் அருணாச்சலா சிவமென்னை ஆரவே என்னை ஏற ஒழித்தாய் அருணாச்சலா அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சலா அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சலா திருவருள் இயக்கம் அருணாச்சலா சீரிய போடும் நீயகம் ஆடயம் கழித்தேனருள் அருணாச்சலா தொட்டருள் தீமை திடாய் நிலியம் அடமாவேனருள் அருணாச்சலா ஓடமில் நீயகத்தோடொன்றி சத்தோடம் பொன்னிட அருள் அருணாச்சலா அகையிடம் ஆடியை நெய்யருள் அகையிட்டு பார் நீ அருணாச்சலா ஆடிலை ஆடிட ஆனாய் ஒன்றை ஆடுவாய் இன்றனை அருணாச்சலா நெறி தென்னை நீராசிடும் முன் இன்னருள் மழை பொழி அருணாச்சலா ஈனாடப்புலி இதங்களி மயமாய் இன்றேடு இளையருள் அருணாச்சலா நெய்யான் நல்லை அருணாச்சலா உலரி சரியா வேதையன் ஆலரி கருண் அருணாச்சலா கிடனை புகழ் அருணாச்சலா ஏசமில் எனக்கும் ஆசையை காட்டி மோசம் செய்யாதருள் அருணாச்சலா ஐந்தழியால் அல்லநிலை பதத்தில் ஆடி உட்குள் நலம் அருணாச்சலா சிந்தனை சிந்தனை குந்திலை என அருணாச்சலா ஓகியே கருவிமை ஆகியே ரூபம் ஆகினி ஆண்டருள் அருணாச்சலா ஸ்ரீமானிடம் தலை சுற்றிடு நமது அற்றிட அருள் புரி அருணாச்சலா. ஆற்றருள் மாலர ஆர்த்திலை நின்னருள் ஆருணார் சொல்வர் அருணாச்சலா. வினை நேர்ந்தனாச்சினை அருள் சீத்தம் தேசி மருந்து அருணாச்சலா. ஈதியில் நினைத்தார் ஈதியில் நினைத்தேன் இது உன்னக்கே அருணாச்சலா. இல்லறி வேதுரை இல்லறி வேதுரை உள்ளிடவே அருள் அருணாச்சலா. ஓமன மாமனம் பூரண மனம் கொல்ல பூரண மனம் அருள் அருணாச்சலா. நினைத்திடவே பிடித்திழத்தினை பெருமையார் அறிவார் அருணாச்சலா. வேதனம் விடா பேயாய் பிடித்தென்னை ஏயனாச்சினை என் அருணாச்சலா. கொடியானார் பற்றின்றி பாடாமல் பற்று கொடாய் அருணாச்சலா. அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சலா. அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சலா. மயக்கியன் போதத்தை பறித்துன் போதத்தை காட்டினை அருணாச்சலா. போகும் வரதுமில் பொதுவெளி நில்லருள் போராட்டம் அருணாச்சலா. மாமுடல் அற்றற்று நாளும் அவிசுகன்றவரும் அருணாச்சலா. அலை மருந்திடனி அலைத்திட போவரும் அலை மருந்தாய் ஒளி அருணாச்சலா. ஞானம் கொண்டுபவர் ஞானத்தை அழித்தபி ஞானமில்லாதொளி அருணாச்சலா. ஜேடில் ஜேடும் ஜர்வனியா அருள் என்னை அருணாச்சலா. காமல் ஆகாலைகள் ஆகாமல் காத்தருள் அருணாச்சலா. குடியடி ஆனா குடிவிட தனையே குடிவிட கடனில்லை அருணாச்சலா. கோகிலன் காட்டு புறமாதென்னை தூக்கி அணைத்தருள் அருணாச்சலா. மன மலரணையில் நாம் கலந்திட அருள் அருணாச்சலா. மேல் வாழ்ந்திடும் இல்லிய சேர்ந்து நீ ஏன்மை ஒற்றை என் அருணாச்சலா. மையல் தரும் மையினால் உணரும் மைவசமாக்கினை அருணாச்சலா. அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சலா. அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சலா. கையடி தென்னை வெளியில் நீ நடமாடினை என் அருணாச்சலா. மோகம் தீர்த்துன் மோகமாவைத்தும் என் மோகம் தீராயின் அருணாச்சலா. மௌனியாய் போல் மலராயிருந்தால் மௌனமிகாமோ அருணாச்சலா. அவன் என்
வாயில் கண்ணினை கட்டி என் விழை பிடித்த அருணாச்சலா யாரும் அறியாதின் அடியினை மருட்டி எவர் கொள்ளை கொண்ட அருணாச்சலா சமன் என்று உரைத்தேன் கோஷம் கொள்ளாதினை அமைத்திடவா அருணாச்சலா பகல் திருவெளி வீட்டில் அமைச்சிடுவோம் அருணாச்சலா லட்சியம் தரும் அஸ்திரம் கேட்டென்னை தாய் மனனோடு அருணாச்சலா சாபனி கபர சாபமில் என்னை உற்று சாபம் என் புற்றனை அருணாச்சலா வரும்படி நிலை வந்தென்படி அல்ல வருந்திடும் நிலை விதி அருணாச்சலா சாவெனும் அகம்புக்குள் வாழ்வருள் என் வாழ்விலன் அருணாச்சலா தேடில் தமா திடாசை தேட அருள் புரி அருணாச்சலா அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சலா அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சலா வீடு வீட்டுள்ள வீடுக்கும் பயனுள் வீடு காட்சினை அருள் அருணாச்சலா வெளிவிட்டேன் செயல் அருணாச்சலா வேதாந்தே ஏரரங்கும் வேத பொருளருள் அருணாச்சலா தலை ஆழ்தா ஐதருடியா ஐதென்னை தருள் அருணாச்சலா அம்புவில் ஆளி போல் அன்புனில் என்னை அன்பாய் கரை தரும் அருணாச்சலா அருணை என்னையான் அருள் கண்ணி தேன் அருள் வலை குமோ அருணாச்சலா அருள்பட லந்தி போல் கட்டி இறையே தனை அருணாச்சலா போடும் நாமம் அன்பர்தம் அன்பர்கள் அன்பனாயிட அருள் அருணாச்சலா போடும் சீனரை அன்புற காத்து நாளும் வாழ்த்தரும் அருணாச்சலா அன்பர்தம் சொற்கொள் செவியும் மொழி அருள் அருணாச்சலா உமையாம் பூதர் சொல்லை சொல்ல தருள் பின் அருணாச்சலா ஆலையல் அருணாச்சல ரமணன் ஆலையல் தருள் அருணாச்சலா ஆலையல் தருணாச்சல ரமணன் ஆலையல் தருள் அருணாச்சலா அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சலா அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சலா அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சலம் வாழி அன்பர்களும் வாழி அக்ஷர மனமாலை வாழி.
Thank you everyone who were attending online. So the next satsang, we will be having our next satsang Monday. Thank you.
नमो भगवते अरुणाचल रमणाय. ओम नमो भगवते श्री अरुणाचल रमणाय. ओम नमो भगवते श्री अरुणाचल रमणाय. Shanti, Shanti.
Thank you everyone. Thank you.